The rain has finally gone away, and some baseball finally at historic Hicks Field as the Chowan County Cantaloupes facing off against the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you. The rain has gone away. Two more games postponed to begin the week, but the Chowan County Cantaloupes are back in action tonight, back at home against the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs from Virginia. The Chowan County Cantaloupes coming off of a 5-0 win Sunday, their last matchup against the URA Wampus Cats in Albemarle, North Carolina, and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs, their first game in 2 weeks against the Greenbrier Knights was a 6-3 victory, 2-1 on the season. Starters for tonight for the Clams: left-hander number 18 Zane Loveday going against right-hander Austin Wells, a just graduated senior at Newport News High School, attending Christopher Newport in the fall. Starters being announced. We'll have the national anthem, starting lineups, and first pitch on the other side. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Ferrogas. For easy and reliable service, Ferrogas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Welcome back. We're getting set for the national anthem. We'll turn it over to Tommy, the PA announcer, for the playing of our colors.
You will please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, tonight being performed by Sandy Fiashi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Sandy. Great job.
Baseball up next. It's the Cantaloupes. It's the Sea Dogs. Starting lineups and first pitch on the way from historic Hicks Field. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Zane Loveday finishing up his warm-up tosses here in the top half of the first inning, and here's who he will face for Virginia Beach, leading off the first baseman, number 10, Kelvin Castro. Batting second, the center fielder, number 6, Hunter Boucher. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 5, Justin Lycos. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 24, Aiden Pinto. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 22, Gavin Spencer. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 19, Misael Garcia. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 1, Luke Boucher. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 2, Alec Aguilar. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 16, Spencer Sigmund. And batting 10th, the extra hitter, number 8, Josh Bowser. And now Kelvin Castro standing in the first pitch from Zane Loveday is low, ball 1. And it's 1-0 to Kelvin Castro, who was just added today to the Sea Dogs roster from Virginia Wesleyan University. And the 1-0 pitch drifts high. It's 1-0 for Loveday on the hill. So far, the lefty, 6'6", 220 from Fairmount State University. Bidwell, Ohio native, 0-1. His 5th game so far, and he delivers a 2-0 strike. 6.09 ERA. Third start, both of those other two against the Tarboro River Bandits. And the 2-1 way inside almost got Castro, and the count goes to 3-1. Last time out almost 2 weeks ago for Loveday against the River Bandits. Went 4 2/3, gave up a few runs, and the Clams 8-3 loss. And the 3-1 pitch is low and outside, ball 4. And Castro earns a walk and an early base runner for the Sea Dogs. And now stepping to the plate, the center fielder, one of 3 Bouchers on the team, the center fielder number 6, Hunter Boucher. Set to attend Christopher Newport University in the fall, Virginia Beach, Virginia native. And the first pitch to him, swing and a miss from Loveday, the fastball. And the 3 brothers, Boucher, Hunter Boucher, the center fielder, all 3 in the lineup tonight. Luke Boucher, the shortstop, batting 7th. And then Josh Boucher, the extra hitter, batting 10th. Sea Dogs coming in with a record of 2-1 so far after a 17-3 loss against the Outer Banks on the 8th. Took down the Outer Banks 11-8 on the road, and the 0-1 is fouled off. And then a 6-3 victory over Greenbrier nearly 2 weeks ago to the day. June 17th. It's June 28th today. No balls, 2 strikes to Boucher. And time is called. Other games in action tonight, the River Bandits taking on the Scallywags. Cantaloupes were supposed to take on both of those teams the past few days on the road. Rain passing through, now 4 postponements within the last week due to the North Carolina rain. And the 0-2 pitch from Loveday, high and inside. The count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Boucher. Center fielder. 3 plate appearances, a hit at first Colonial High School. His senior year, off and running goes Castro, swing and a miss from Boucher, throw down to second, and out at second base. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Overitis to second, and 2 quick outs after the strikeouts. Tyler Overitis behind the plate. Let's check out the rest of the Clams in the field. Overitis behind the dish. Kirk at first, Myers, Knowles, Garza. Kay, Paulson in center field, Halstead in right. Nate Paulson, his third start in center field this season. And the first pitch in there for a strike to the designated hitter, Justin Lycos, a 2022 PCL All-Star, playing for the Norfolk Redbirds. And the 0-1 pitch from Loveday is low. This one gets away from Overitis. The count goes to 1-1. Clams last game, a 5-0 victory over the Uwharrie Wampus Cats. The Clams, the Chowan County Cantaloupes, rather, second shutout of the season. 5-0. Ben Bausis dominant again in a Cantaloupes uniform. 8 innings, only allowed 1 hit. And Ruben Costin came in to secure the victory. The offense once again providing just enough. And the 1-1 is inside. Cantaloupes have won 3 consecutive ball games since their 12-7 loss against the Disco Turkeys. Of course, 4 games in there being postponed. And the 2-1 pitch is check swing low outside. It's now 3-1 to Lycos. Christopher Newport University, second baseman, DHing tonight. So far this season, Lycos 444 average, 4 hits. He leads the team in doubles with 3. And the 3-1 to him. Low and inside ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Loveday, and Lycos over to first. And a 2-out walk. Again, 2 already for Loveday, pushing his total up so far this season. Loveday coming into the game with 12 walks, now 14. And now Aiden Pinto, the center fielder. The 1-0, this one gets behind Overitis and back to the backstop and up to second base goes Lycos. And a runner in scoring position after the double play for Pinto. And off Macon University, freshman from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Leads the team in average, a 500 average in just 3 games as he fouls the 1-0 pitch off. 500 average, 3 hits, 2 singles, a double, 3 RBIs, which leads the team. Looking for number 4 here with 2 outs. Walk, a double play, another walk. 1-1. And the pitch. Low and in, it's 2-1. Another issue so far, especially for Loveday on the pitcher side, as Lycos dancing off of second base, has been the stolen bases. 7 allowed, most by a Steamers pitcher so far this year. The 2-1 from Loveday. Swung on, fouled off. Kirk giving chase. He'll go out of play. Second game for the Cantaloupes this year. The Chowan County Cantaloupes, the Steamers' alter ego. Every home Wednesday this season. There'll be a few more. But the first 8-4 victory over another Virginia squad, the Norfolk Redbirds, 8-4 on the 14th of June. And the 2-2 pitch. In there, called strike 3. Loveday gets the strikeout of Pinto and strands Lycos in scoring position. We go to the bottom half of the first. The Cantaloupes 0 and the Sea Dogs 0. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back. Austin Wells finishing up his warm-up tosses. Now let's take a look at how the Cantaloupes will line them up today. Leading off, the second baseman, number 3, Luke Myers. Batting second, the left fielder, number 22, Ryan Kay. Batting third, the extra hitter, number 24, Macon Winslow. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Gabe Kirk. Tyler Overitis bats fifth. Ty Garza bats sixth, the third baseman. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 5, Giomar Santana. Batting eighth, the shortstop making his home debut, the shortstop number 8, Tanner Knowles. Batting ninth, the right fielder number 12, Davis Halstead. And batting 10th, the center fielder number 10, Nate Paulson. Facing off against the right-hander Austin Wells in his third game, his second start of the season. Pitched a few innings against Outer Banks in his first 2 appearances. First one as a start, and he delivers a breaking pitch in their first strike to Luke Myers. Luke Myers coming into this game, .294 average, 12 RBIs, 15 hits. All of those hits singles. And the 0-1 swung on, fouled off. Myers a few hits in the Cantaloupes' last game on Sunday against the Wampus Cats. Had an RBI, a run scored. Myers and Winslow being the key contributors offensively in that Cantaloupes victory. And the 0-2 pitch, swung on, grounded softly, right back to the mound. Wells coming off that mound, throws to first over to Castro, and Myers is retired. Quickly off the mound is Wells, and 3 pitches, and 1 out. And now the Sea Dogs line them up in the field. In left field is Spencer. Pinto out in center. Boucher in right. Over at third is Misael Garcia. Boucher over at short. Aguilar at second. Castro at first. And Sigmund Jr. is behind the plate. 23 assists so far for the catcher Spencer Sigmund Jr. Now the left fielder Ryan Kay standing in. And the first pitch to him is low, ball 1. Ryan Kay, so far 42 at-bats in his 14th game, batting .310 with 3 doubles, 10 RBIs. Leads the team in stolen bases with 5. The 1-0 pitch from Wells, fouled straight back.
Everybody clap your hands.
Kay's been batting second, batting third. He's moved around all over the lineup so far. And out in left field today. And the 1-1 on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. Some history was made on Sunday. Ben Bausis, 1 hit through 8 innings. First 7 1/3, no-hitter. High bouncer to second. Charging in is Aguilar. Tough play. The throw to first in time. Excellent play out at second base by Alec Aguilar. High bouncer on the infield, and Kay is retired for out number 2. Alec Aguilar. Phenomenal play, the freshman from King University. Stellar over there at second base. And now Macon Winslow stepping in. 5th putout of the year for Aguilar. 2 away for the extra hitter. He's though 1 for 2 in the victory Sunday. A big cut and a miss at a slider from Wells. 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. He had a hit batter as well. No balls, 1 strike. And an extra hitter today. Overitis, the big putout. Strike him out, throw him out, double play in the top half of the first. Lambs Cantaloupes 12-4 coming into this ball game. Winners of 3 straight. Been a season of streaks. Started 5-0. Few wins, a few losses. On a hot streak right now, 3-0 in the last 3 games. And the 1-1 grounded over to short. One hop, gather by Boucher, throw high, and it goes past Castro. And it'll go into the dugout and up to second base goes Winslow. An error gonna go to the shortstop, Boucher. And Winslow will go up to second base. The errors have been a problem for both teams, especially as of late. In just 3 games, the Sea Dogs have 15 errors, including 5 versus Outer Banks a few games ago and 2 versus Greenbrier in their last contest. The Steamers haven't been a ton better. 16 errors in 16 games. 6 straight games with an error before their 5-0 victory on Sunday. Winslow over at second, and the first pitch to Kirk swung on, grounded to short. Aguilar has it, throws over to first, and Kirk is retired on 1 pitch. Both teams strand a man at second in the first. We go to the second, the Cantaloupes 0, and the Sea Dogs 0. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Top half of the second inning, Zane Loveday getting ready to start his second inning of work, facing off.
The field from Christian Newport, number 32, Gavin.
The second baseman for the Sea Dogs. Mentioned coming in with a record of just 2-1, 3 games, and about 3 or 4 weeks so far this season. All-Star game coming up next Thursday in the Outer Banks. Cantaloupes, the Scallywags, and the River Bandits to form the South All-Stars, as the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Birds, the Knights, the Greenbrier Knights, and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs going to form the North All-Stars, the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Last year, 2022 All-Star game held right here at historic Hicks Field. South won that matchup. Going to win again this season. A 2-1 pitch from Loveday is low, 3-1.
Third base from King, number 19, Messiah Garcia. Take your biggest stub sign, take your 20% off the line. Show sign, Crystal Newport, number 1, Luke Bowsher.
Come on, Zane, make it work, man. Come on, Zane, relax. Don't overkill it. Got to rely on the daggone field. You do.
For the Seagulls, for your Steamers. Stop for the H2OBX Quarter Park Dizzy Bat Race. And we're going to have a couple of contestants.
Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Designated hitter from Chowan, number 5, GMR.
Welcome back. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Zane Loveday with a ground out in the top of the second. Overitis with a ground out and a single. Okay. 0-1 the count to the shortstop, to the designated hitter, excuse me, Giomar Santana. Garza, another hit for him so far this season. And he takes off, and the 0-1 pitch. Throw away, going to second, and in there at second base. A stolen base for Ty Garza. His 5th of the year. And now it's 1-1 to Santana, and the second runner in scoring position so far tonight for the Cantaloupes. And the 1-1 pitch to Santana is in there for a strike. The late entrant into the lineup today for the Cantaloupes, Tate Abbott, who was originally scheduled for the 7th spot. Unknown why was taken out of the lineup. Kirk playing first and Giomar Santana in at DH, and the 1-2 is outside. Count goes to 2-2. So far this season for Santana, .320 average, 25 at-bats, 4 RBIs, his 8 base knocks. And the 3-1. Swung on, line drive into left field, a base hit. Garza's going to go to third. He'll stop there. The throw in is cut off. And a 1-out single, back-to-back singles for the Cantaloupes here in the bottom half of the second inning. Santana and Garza with singles, and now the shortstop making his home debut. Number 8, Tanner Knowles. Knowles reaching 3 times on Sunday in his official debut with the Cantaloupes on the road against the Wampus Cats. The redshirt freshman from Georgia, the University of Georgia. Has an opportunity here, 1 out. Santana goes, slides in at second, and he's in there. Another stolen base for the Cantaloupes here in the second, and now 2 runners in scoring position. For Santana, that's stolen base number 2. 2 singles, 2 stolen bases, and now Tanner Knowles. And the 0-1 fouled off. Again, 1 for 2 with a hit, a walk, a hit batter for Knowles, reached 3 times. And has an opportunity to give the Cantaloupes an early lead here in the second. He's down in the count 0-2. Redshirt freshman from Perry, Georgia. And the 0-2. Swung on, grounded on the infield. High chopper, Castro will take it. A run will score as he tags the bag for out number 2. An RBI for Knowles, and it's 1-0 Cantaloupes here in the second. High chopper. Even if Castro tried, wouldn't have been able to get Garza coming home, and now the right fielder Davis Halstead stepping in. 1 run already across. Only the second earned run given up by Wells so far this season, and the first pitch to Halstead is high, ball 1. Wells, only 1 earned run allowed. That was in the first game against the Outer Banks Scallywags. And the 17-3 loss to start the season. And the 1-0 pitch to Halstead is low. Good stop behind the plate by Sigmund Jr. And the count goes to 2-0. Cantaloupes very similar offensively on Sunday against the Wampus Cats. A lot of singles, not a lot of extra base hits, but took advantage of hit batters, walks, pass balls. And the 2-0 pitch, Halstead line drive into right field, a base hit. Santana will come on in, and it's 2-0 Cantaloupes in the second. Halstead, his 4th hit of the year, is a big one, and it's 2-0 Chowan County here in the second. 2-0 pitch. Hopefully that gets the Lopes right fielder going. From Edenton, Davis Halstead. 4th hit of the year, now 2 RBIs and a 2-0 early lead for Chowan County. And now Nate Paulson, the center fielder. Throw over, Halstead is back. Paulson so far this year, .074 average, just 2 hits, in 27 plate appearances. He has an RBI, 4 stolen bases. Off and running is Halstead, going down to second. He's in there. 3rd stolen base of the inning. Halstead swipes second, and another runner in scoring position now for Paulson. Davis Halstead joining Garza and Santana this inning with a stolen bag. And the 1-0 pitch from Wells, swung on, chopped foul behind the plate. Nate Paulson, who hopefully can take after Halstead's at-bat at a bat prior. Hopefully get him rolling for an offense that has been scoring runs without the production of their huge returners. Alden Cottle, 156. Davis Halstead, 155 entering the game as the 1-1 is blowing away. As mentioned for Paulson, .074 average coming into this game. Tate Abbott, really the best. Him and Chris Morris in limited plate appearances. 244 and 233 respectively. But their struggles have been paramount. The 2-1 is low and away. It's now 3-1 to Paulson with Myers waiting on deck. Cantaloupes in their 5-0 victory on Sunday scored 1 early run. Scored a lot of runs late in games. The 3-1 pitch grounded on the infield. Shortstop Bowser grabbed it, throws to first in time. Excellent play at short by Luke Bowser, but not before 2 runs cross on a pair of singles by Halstead and Santana. We go to the top of the 3rd. The Cantaloupes lead the Sea Dogs 2-0. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at FaroGas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Zane. Zane Loveday back on the mound here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Facing 8, 9, 10 for the Sea Dogs lineup. Aguilar, Sigmund Jr., and Joshua Bowser, the extra hitter. And the first pitch from Loveday to Aguilar is on the outside corner for a strike. They mentioned him coming back after he was away for the team for about a week. Cruise vacation. Came back. And a big cut and a miss. It's 0-2. Working that outside half to Aguilar. Looking to continue the Steamers' starters' success. Over the last 6 games, a 4.41 ERA, 32 strikeouts. And the 0-2 pitch, high and away, ball 1. In those ball games, Cantaloupes, 5-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the second baseman, Aguilar. And the pitch, on, fouled off. It's 1-2. Aguilar, a .500 average, tied for the team lead with Pinto in 8 at-bats, 4 hits, all of them singles, an RBI, and a strikeout. Second game at second base. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for Loveday here in the 3rd, and there's 1 out. Change up, going with the soft stuff. outside of the zone. And now Spencer Sigmund Jr., the catcher, will stand in. So far this year for Sigmund, third game, 125 average in eight at bats, a hit, a double, and the first pitch flied, right field line, Kirk giving chase, and it'll go out of play, 0-1. Mentioned the second Cantaloupes game this season, the Chowan County Cantaloupes, the Steamers' alter ego every home Wednesday. The Steamers will trade in the teal and black for the orange and green, the second season for the Cantaloupes, and the 0-1 is outside, 1-1. At the end of the season, the last home Wednesday, all of the jerseys will be auctioned off. The proceeds will go to the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. The 1-1 is low, 2-1. Today, the Boys and Girls Club, a clinic on the field, a few Cantaloupes players. Helping out with that, Tate Abbott, Alex Gianascoli, Chris Morris, along with assistant coach Cody Johnson. And the 2-1 is outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Sigmund Jr. From Bridgewater University, the freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia. And the 3-1 pitch from Loveday. Swung on, fouled off. Already 3 walks so far in this one. Been feast or famine with the walks and the strikeouts. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Double play. Slick pickoff move. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the pitch. Outside, and another walk for Loveday as Sigmund will reach with 1 out. 4th walk now for the Sea Dogs. And now the number 10 batter, Josh Bowser. The extra hitter, number 8. Bowser so far this season. 3rd game as well. 6 at-bats, 333 average. 2 hits, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. And the first pitch to Jason Bowser is taken low over Ritus. Hits it aside, going to second, and in there safely is Sigmund. And a runner in scoring position for the Sea Dogs on the pass ball. And now, Bowser looking for his 3rd RBI of the season. Freshman from Virginia Wesleyan University. And the 1-0 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Loveday's fastball all over the zone tonight. The strikeouts on the inside part of the zone has worked outside. Haven't seen a lot of the breaking pitch. A lot of fastballs, change-up, slowed it down. And the 1-1 pitch. On the inside corner for a strike, it's 1-2. Umpires for tonight's game. Behind the plate is Otis Moore, Mike Fensel, and Eric Byram around the bases. Byram over with third base umpire. Fensel around at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Loveday. Swung on, grounded to third. 2 hops for Garza, who throws high over to first. Kirk gets down on the bag, over to third. Advancing on the throw goes Sigmund. And now there's 2 away with a runner at third for the top of the order in Kelvin Castro. A left-handed hitting and fielding first baseman. Another Virginia Wesleyan University native. 3rd member going to Virginia Wesleyan University, excuse me. The first pitch to him is in there, 0-1. Walked in the first inning, was caught stealing. And the 0-1 just missed. It's 1-1. A close pitch on the fastball from Loveday. Tough take from Castro. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Already a 2-0 Cantaloupes lead on 3 singles in the second. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, lined over to third. Garza has it, throws over to first, and he got him. Ty Garza, a few plays to end the top of the 3rd. Sea Dogs strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0, Cantaloupes in front. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Welcome back to the bottom half of the third inning. Cantaloupes 2, Sea Dogs nothing. Those 2 runs in the bottom half of the second, brought to you by Faro Gas. Easy propane service starts here. Austin Wells out for his third inning of work. He'll face the top of the lineup in Luke Myers, Ryan Kay, and Macon Winslow, all 0 for 1 so far against the right-hander Wells. Wells so far 29 pitches, 29 strikes through the first 2 frames. And the first pitch to Myers is on the outside corner for a strike. So 1-1. Myers, 12 RBIs, one of 5 Cantaloupes players. At least 10 RBIs so far, and the 0-1 is inside. It's 1-1. Over 2 games at second base. And his 8th consecutive game in the leadoff spot. And the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball high, it's 2-1. Fastball breaking ball for Wells so far. Fastball hit around, 3 singles in the previous frame for Garza, Santana, and then Davis Halstead. And the 2-1, fly to right, and that'll get down foul. Giving chase was the right. Luke Myers in there. Gonna get something started for the Lopes here in the third. And the 2-2 pitch from Wells. Swung on, fly ball, almost in the exact same spot. Boucher over, and he lets it go into the bullpen. An impressive catch. Nonchalant there by Isael Garcia in the bullpen. Threw his glove up to make the catch. And the count remains 2-2 to Myers with Kay on deck. And the next 2-2 from Wells. Just missed. And the count goes to 3-2 now. Fastball low, maybe outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Myers, 14 walks so far this year. 3-2 grounded over the second. Aguilar has it on 1 hop, goes to first. And Myers is retired for out number 1. And now Ryan Kay comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Ryan Kay, last week's hitter of the week. He batted .412 in the matchups, particularly against Tarboro. So far against the River Bandits, just impressive stuff from Kay. The first pitch to him is in there, ball one. Against Tarboro, for Ryan Kay, batting .471. His 8 hits, 7 singles, a double. Against everyone else, hitting just under 200. The 1-0 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Had a few hits last Saturday against the Scallywags. He had a double in that game. 1-1. Outside, quiet Sunday against the Wampus Cats. Is one of those players for the Cantaloupes so far that have to consider one of the players Coach Hill is thinking about to represent the Cantaloupes and the Steamers next Thursday in Outer Banks. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch from Wells. On the inside corner, an excellent slider, and it's now 2-2. Really been that fastball and curveball slider from Wells out on the hill, and that backdoor curveball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, chopped over to second, slowly hit, Aguilar charging, throws to first, and Kay is retired. 2 outs on 2 plays from Aguilar. And now Macon Winslow stepping in, reached on an error his first time. He's 0 for 1. Second game back for Winslow after missing essentially 5 days. He only missed 2 games in that time. Last week, Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona for the MLB Draft Combine. Was talking to him the other day, which is low yesterday. Was talking about all of the drills, the conditioning. Saying one day it was just like the doctor's office, going around doing the measurements. Over 230 players as the 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-1. Over 230 players going from all across the country. Winslow representing Duke, not only the Cantaloupes, the Steamers as well, and they 1-0 pitch line down the left field line. That'll spare a base hit. Around first is Winslow. He's digging for second. The throw in is wide, and into second base is Macon Winslow with a 2-out double. And the Cantaloupes have action here in the 3rd inning. Winslow, his 2nd hit in his 2nd game back after an absence. And now Gabe Kirk stepping up to the dish, looking to extend the Cantaloupes lead in the 3rd. A 2-0 pitch, and Winslow did not miss it. Kirk 0 for 1. He grounded out on the first pitch in his first at-bats. Looking for redemption here, and the first pitch from Wells. Swung on, fouled off to the left field side. Winslow, his 15th hit of the season. .298 average, might bump that back above 300. 3 doubles. 1 of 5 Cantaloupes players with 10 RBIs, alongside the man at the plate who leads the team with 15. And the 0-1. Low and in. Kirk, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, but average has been down to .231. Over his last handful of games, it's been a struggle for Gabe Kirk at the dish. 1-1 count here to from Wells. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut and a miss at the fastball, and it's 1-2. Last 5 games, Kirk's batting .143 with just 2 base hits. Still holds the team lead in home runs and RBIs. And the 1-2 pitch from Wells. Swing and a chopper back to second. 1 hop for Aguilar, throws over to first. And that'll end the inning. For the 2nd inning tonight, Winslow stranded at second. We go to the 4th. The Cantaloupes lead the Sea Dogs 2-0. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12
Hey,
and
I'm
under.
Ryan Kay. You're
They
watching
receive
Steamers
4
Baseball on
free
the
tickets,
Edenton
a
Steamers
club
Baseball
t-shirt, a
YouTube.
discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form Area today. United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the
Welcome back,
Albemarle
top half of the
Area
4th
United Way.
inning. No balls, 1 strike to the center fielder, Hunter Boucher. Boucher, Lycos, and Pinto here in the 4th against Zane Loveday, starting to settle in here in the 4th inning. Hasn't allowed a hit so far. And the 0-1, softly grounded to third. Garza, a slick play, throw, dug out by Kirk at first. Hurt his hand was in the baseline, but an out recorded on a slick play from Garza, and there's 1 out. Charging play from Garza. Kirk reaching into the baseline to make the snab. Got hit by Boucher on the run. But regardless, 1 out recorded here. And now Lycos standing in. And the first pitch to Lycos is in there for a strike. Lycos walking his first time. No balls, 1 strike. 31 games played for Christopher Newport, and he takes the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike. 31 games played, 20 starts, 71 at-bats, a .310 average. He had 6 multi-hit games. And the 0-2 was fouled straight back. It remains 0-2. And July 2nd, Sunday, not Saturday. July 2nd will be specialty jerseys. Huge turnout usually for July 2nd, so be sure to get your tickets online. Showtime / Steamers, and the 0-2 swing and a miss, struck him out. Another strikeout for Loveday. 4 so far tonight, and there's 2 away here in the 4th. Change-up on the outer half. Lycos swings through it. And now Aiden Pinto, the center fielder, stepping in with 2 away. And the first pitch to Pinto is outside. 0 for 1 so far. From the freshman from Randolph-Macon, 14 games played in the spring. 23 at-bats, and the 1-0 way outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Cantaloupes closing in, as mentioned on the All-Star break. Got 7 more. 6 more, including tonight. Fly ball to center. Paulson on the run. He's in the gap, and he'll make the catch to end the top half of the 4th. 1-2-3 inning for Loveday. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Cantaloupes lead the Sea Dogs 2-0.
The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Zane. Zane Loveday threw 4 shutout innings so far against the Sea Dogs. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Hopes 2-0 ball game here. Elsewhere in the PCL, a few other games tonight. The Redbirds taking on the Greenbrier Knights in Norfolk. And a 3-1 ball game. The River Bandits taking on the Scallywags in Outer Banks. The PCL standings so far in the South. The Cantaloupes leading the way 7-2 so far against both the River Bandits and the Scallywags. The River Bandits 5-6 sitting in second. And the Scallywags 2-7 against the Cantaloupes and the River Bandits. Sea Dogs leading the North Division in the TSL, and the first pitch to Overitis is low, 1-0. Greenbrier 0-1, sitting at the bottom in Norfolk. Has not played a game yet against the other two North teams, and the 1-0 is inside. As the season comes to a close towards the end of July, playoffs, division series, championship series of 3 games. 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. And the 2-1 is in there for a strike. All 3 South teams will make it. Seeding will depend on matchup. And the best team from Virginia so far has been the Sea Dogs. Will slide into the seed number 4. And the 2-1 pitch from Wells to Overitis is outside, 3-1. 4th inning of work for Austin Wells. Really outside of that 2nd inning. And some stranded base runners have kept the Cantaloupes at bay. The 3-1 pitch to Overitis is low, ball 4. And Overitis walks a runner on for Ty Garza, who got the inning started, and now head coach for the Sea Dogs, Andy Castro, is going to go out to the mound. No one warming in the Virginia Beach bullpen. Might just be a conference on the mound. Ty Garza looking at his on-base streak, which ended at 9. And a pitching change on the mound for the Sea Dogs. Austin Wells finishes with 3 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, a new pitcher. We got a pitching change here at historic Hicks Field. We'll be right back after this. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause.
The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Bottom of the fourth, a pitching change. Now on the mound for the Sea Dogs, left-hander Israel Garcia. Brothers with the third baseman for Virginia Beach, Misael taking over for Austin Wells, who goes the first 3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 both earned, a walk, no strikeouts. And the run production in the second for the Cantaloupes started with the man at the plate, Ty Garza, who singled. He came around to score. And the first pitch, outside, ball 1, scored on the ground out from Knowles. And then Giomar Santana, who's on deck, scored on the hit from Allsted. Overitis over at first. The responsibility of Wells with Garcia out there in the 1-0. In there for a strike, fastball with a curveball as well. Garcia on the hill from Paul DeCamp College. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia, second game so far this season, and the 1-1 is in there for a strike. 3 innings pitched. Started his other matchup against the Outer Banks. Gave up 3 runs, 7 unearned. 7 in total. 4 unearned runs, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, a 7 ERA on the season. And the 1-2 pitch cued into right field. Bauscher chasing over when it goes foul. And the count remains 1-2. Going back to Garcia. Or Garza, excuse me. 9 straight game on base streak snapped Sunday against Uwahari and Ophir. Starting a new one here tonight with a base hit. Has reached base safely. Now 9 of 10. Throw over, back is Overitis. Hit an 8 of 9. Now 9 of 11 games. Ty Garza started the year off slow, only batted 196 for Barton in the spring, and was starting over the returner, Alden Cottle. The 1-2 pitch, low and away. It's 2-2. Moving on the left side of the infield so far. Started the year with Garza and Goff at short. Goff hurt. Sliding Garza over to short as Cottle came back. The 2-2 swung on, fouled straight back. The count remains 2-2. Chris Morris playing third at times as well. Tanner Knowles now coming into the picture over at short. Garza over at third. Could see Goff back at some point. The broken hand. Telling Coach Hill the other day could arrive back in July. The 2-2 pitch. High, and the count goes to 3-2. Again, bottom line is Garza is earning his playing time. Both in the field and at the dish. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Overitis off from first. Garza into right field. Bauscher coming, and he won't get there. Overitis goes to second. 2 for 2 for Garza. And 2 on, nobody out for Giomar Santana. Garza, another base knock. And now Santana, who's already singled in this ball game, is coming up to the dish. Looking for more runs for the Cantaloupes. Great opposite field hitting by Garza. The 3-2 pitch. Dropped it into right field. All outfielders playing medium to deep outfield. A huge gap in right center field. And Ty Garza just dropping it in there. And the first pitch of Santana squares around, attempts at it. It'll be called a strike, missed the bunt. David Fall venturing out to the bullpen for the Sea Dogs with Garcia already in an early jam here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Cantaloupes lead. And the 0-1 pitch outside. Sea Dogs still without a hit in this game. They have one error. Chowan County with 2 runs, 5 hits. An error that didn't score. And the 1-1 pitch from Garcia. Just missed. It's 2-1. Chesapeake, Virginia native, Isael. 5'9", 185 out on the hill. Going back to Garza. Second 2-hit game so far this year as the 2-2 is fouled off. 2-2. Now 2 multi-hit games in a span of 3 ball games. 2 hits Saturday against the Outer Banks, and now 2 tonight against the Sea Dogs. He's over at first. Overitis at second. He walked. And the 2-2 pitch to Santana. Swung on. Fly ball to center. Pinto has it. Moves a bit in front, and he'll make the catch to retire Santana out number 1. Now 1 out, and Tanner Knowles stepping up to the plate. Knowles recording his first Cantaloupes RBI with the ground out to first in the second inning. Getting the 2 at-bats, 500 average, got a hit, a walk, a hit batter in his first matchup against the Wampus Cats on Sunday, and now a pair of base runners again for him here in the fourth. There's a hole on the right side if he can shoot it there. And the first pitch to him, a excellent breaking ball in there for a strike for Garcia. Perry, Georgia native for Knowles. Batted .402 his senior year. And the first pitch, line to second, throw to second base is not in time. Caught out of the air by Aguilar. And there's 2 outs. Runners on first and second now for Davis Halstead, and 2 away. Halstead a single, an RBI. He had 1 RBI coming into this game, just 3 hits. Already with a hit tonight. And a step off from Isael. Changes in the field. Lycos, the designated hitter, coming in at second base for Aguilar. And the first pitch to Halstead, big cut and a miss. It's 0-1. 0 balls, 1 strike. Paulson on deck if it gets to him. Back-to-back runners to start off the inning. And Garcia, back-to-back outs. And the 0-1 from Halstead. Slow, it's now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. Outside, the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Halstead. 4th hit of the year. And a 115 average coming into the game. 395 on base, one of the team leaders in walks and hit batters. The 2-1 pitch to him. Breaking ball, another great one in there from Garcia. The count goes to 2-2. To the Cantaloupes right fielder, Halstead. Just like Paulson on deck. Center fielder last season, but this year with Paulson and healthy and Paget in there as well. The 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2, and the count is 4 to Halstead. And playing corner, right field, and left field. So far this year, spelled K at times. Giomar Santana has been out there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Over Riders at second. Garza at first. And the pitch. Both runners off. Halsted's drive to left field. Drifting back into the gap. And that one will get off the wall. 1 run is in. Garza around third. Halsted is streaking to third. The throw is bobbled and he's in there. Davis Halsted, a 2 RBI triple. Davis Halsted gonna call it a double. He's gonna get to third on the error by the shortstop Boucher. But what a game for the right fielder from Edenton, North Carolina. Davis Halsted, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and it's now 4-0 Cantaloupes, and they're gonna give Halsted and the flow over there at third base some time. Get the sand out of the helmet. Athletic trainer Courtney Phelps coming over, and Halsted holding his shoulder. Hopefully nothing coming of that. A hard slide into third. He was thinking third all the way. Spencer and Pinto could not track it down. It's Nate Paulson waiting in the batter's box. Davis Halsted, as mentioned, 3 hits coming into the ball game. Now has 2 and just 1 RBI. Now he has 3. Continuing to raise that average, and someone that has seen from last year can go on a tear in a hurry. Davis Halsted last season for the Clams, 373 average. He had 4 doubles. Double number 1 tonight. And now Nate Paulson, his fellow returner, looking to capitalize. 4-0 Cantaloupes here in the fourth, and the first pitch. The Paulson is taken low, ball 1. Without the error, probably would have been the Cantaloupes' second triple. Only 1 so far this season. To Chris Morris, and the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Be a huge awakening to this lineup for Halsted and the man at the plate, Nate Paulson, to get it going as the season starts to turn towards the middle half. And the 1-1 is taken low. It's 2-1. Paulson, the mentioned 2022 Giza Key MVP. I mean, the Giza Key curse, you could say, the past few years. MVPs off to slow starts the following year. As the 2-1 is in there for a strike, it's 2-1. A few years ago, Hunter Cole, 456 average, the best Steamers Cantaloupes history, and the 2-2 pitch to Paulson is taken low. Came back last year and really struggled. Paulson was the winner last year and has struggled this year. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Halsted at third, and the pitch. Swung on, line drive up the middle of base hit. Halsted will walk home. Another run in the inning. Paulson follows up Halsted with a hit, and it's now 5-0. Cantaloupes in front. Paulson, his 3rd hit of the year. And now Luke Myers, the bottom of the order, doing damage for the Cantaloupes here tonight. As Garcia came in for Wells, but could not get the outs. Halsted the hits with 2 outs. Paulson another one, and now Luke Myers stepping in. And the first pitch to Myers is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Paulson over at first base. 6 hits from the 6th through 10 batters in the order. Myers gonna join the party. Lines it into center field, a base hit. Up to second goes Paulson. 3 consecutive hits for the Cantaloupes here in the 4th. 8 hits now in the ball game, and now Ryan Kay stepping up, looking to get in on the action. As Fall continues to warm in the bullpen, now a 3 spot in the inning and 2 more on. And all of this coming with 2 outs, 2 quick base runners, 2 quick outs from Garcia. And the bottom of the order, Halstead and Paulson keeping it going now for the top. And the first pitch, okay, both runners go. Ball taken low, and both runners will be safe. Up to third base goes Paulson. Up to second base goes Myers. And now a single should score him. As Ryan Kay, who's been the Cantaloupes' best hitter as of late, and he swings and pops one in the air. Back behind the plate, off with the mask is Sigmund, and he makes the catch to end the inning. 3 runs come across, a 2 RBI hit from Halstead, and a single from Nate Paulson put the Cantaloupes up 5-0 as we head to the 5th.
Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. Top half of the 5th inning. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you. Chowan County Cantaloupes Baseball here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page, your official home for all Cantaloupes Steamers action. Chowan County Cantaloupes, 2nd time this season. Kirk tosses it to Loveday, who covers, and Gavin Spencer is retired on 1 pitch. The no-hitter through 4 innings for Loveday. 1 out now, and now Misael Garcia standing in there. And the Chowan County Cantaloupes alter ego of the Steamers. 2nd time out of 4 so far this season. The final home Wednesday. Jerseys, all the proceeds going to go back to the Boys and Girls Club, the Albemarle. And the first pitch to Garcia is outside. Ball 1-0. Channeling the agricultural roots here in Albemarle, Chowan County. As the 1-0 pitch is high. Cantaloupes coming to be last season. Partnership with all RC Albemarle Theaters, Boys and Girls Club. On back to a great cause, and the 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1 to Garcia. Garcia so far today 0 for 1 with a strikeout, 1 of 5 for Loveday on the day. To this point has been his best start of the season. The 2-1 is high. 3 balls and 1 strike to Garcia with Bauscher on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. The pitch that Garcia went down on the first time, takes it in the 3-1, and now the count's full. A 5-0 Cantaloupes advantage. The 3-2 pitch swung on, cued back to the mound. Loveday gathers, tosses over to first for out number 2. Loveday 6-6 coming off the mound, gathered it around hip high and threw out Garcia 2 away, and now Boucher stepping in. Luke Boucher 0 for 1 so far. Only 4 total base runners for the Sea Dogs, all walks from Loveday so far. And the first pitch to Boucher is low. It's 1-0. All of the Boucher brothers not going to the same school. Jason, Virginia Wesleyan University. Luke going to Christopher Newport. And the 1-0 pitch just a bit outside. Just outside in the other's batter's box. And the count goes to 2-0 to Boucher. And then Hunter going to Christopher Newport as well. 2 balls, no strikes to Luke. And the pitch. That one way inside. It's 3-0. Outside, inside, and low for Loveday, who's in danger of walking his 5th batter to this point. 4 2/3. No hits, no runs, 4 walks, 5 Ks. Looking to settle down after the 3-0. And the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Loveday, his 3rd start of the season. 2 previous ones coming against the River Bandits. Gave up 4 of his first outing, and the 3-1 outside and a 2-out walk to Boucher, the 5th one for Loveday. He's now up to 70 pitches on the ball game. And now stepping in is the designated hitter now, Alec Aguilar. He's out at second base, swapped out for Lycos in the previous half inning. Struck out his first time. And the first pitch, low, picked by Overitis at the dish. It's 1-0. Speaking of no hitters, going back to the starter for the Cantaloupes on Sunday, Ben Bausis. The first time since 2013, a Cantaloupes pitcher has gone through at least 7. Jason Williams' no-hitter in 2013, the only no-hitter in Cantaloupes history. First time pitcher has gone at least 7 no-hit innings since that day. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Only struck out 6. A lot of quick outs for Bausis. Just dominant. In a day where the offense really didn't get going till late. The 1-1 pitch outside. Ruben Costin shut the door in the 9th inning to secure the 12th victory of the season. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aguilar. You're in the top of the 5th and a 5-0 Chowan County lead. With Boucher over at first and the 2-1. Way inside. This one gets away from Overitis up to second base. Goes Boucher. Another pitch that gets to the backstop here in the inning, and Overitis is going to talk to the 6'6", 220 lefty. 3 balls, 1 strike. Some action now in the Cantaloupes bullpen. Got really the whole arsenal ready to go. The last game, again, Sunday, and even 2 pitchers. Just 2 pitchers used in that game. Bausis and Costin. 3 balls, 1 strike to Alec Aguilar. King University, middle infielder, second base. And the 3-1 pitch to him. Inside ball 4, 2 straight 2-out walks. Now 6 on the day for Loveday. Now the Sea Dogs with an opportunity here in the 5th inning to crack into the lead. And now stepping up the catcher, number 16, Spencer Sigmund Jr. Sigmund Jr. with few RBIs so far on the season. He came up in the 2nd with a runner on. Could not capitalize. And the first pitch to him on the outside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to Sigmund Jr. Breaking for third, the throw, the tag out at second base. Another pickoff from Loveday. Caught Bauscher for the second time. Out of the inning, we go to the bottom half of the fifth. The Cantaloupes lead it 5-0. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
My name is Tyler Overitis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Tyler. Tyler due up third in the inning for the Cantaloupes. Here in the bottom half of the fifth inning, Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you, the official voice of the Steamers and Cantaloupes for the 2023 season. 5-0 Cantaloupes advantage. Winslow, Kirk, and Overitis against Isaiel Garcia in his second inning of work. In his first full inning of work, came in to relieve Austin Wells, who went the first 3 innings. And the first pitch to Winslow is taken low for a ball. Winslow's been on twice today. 1 for 2. He reached on an error his first time and doubled, but was left stranded back in the third. And the first pitch from Garcia, and swing and a miss, it's 1-1. Final line for Wells. Again, 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, both earned, and a walk. Garcia, an inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, and the 1-1 is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Both earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts for the Cantaloupes so far tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to the extra hitter Winslow is taken low, a breaking pitch. 2-2. Alec Aguilar back in there at second base. The DH and the extra hitter is Winslow at the plate have been used interchangeably. The definition has really changed so far this year. Extra hitters gone in to pitch, come in and out of the field. The 2-2 pitch, low. 3-2. PCL going with a 10th hitter this year, an extra hitter. Some more at-bats for these college athletes. Teams essentially renting, if you will, for the summer. Getting more at-bats, more playing time. The 3-2 pitch, grounded foul. For a guy like Winslow at the dish with the MLB draft coming up in a few days, could potentially be selected. Have the opportunity to use the Cantaloupes, the Steamers, as a jumping-off point into the professional game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Garcia. Low, ball 4, and Winslow is on for the first time. Reaching on an error, a hit, and now a walk. And now Gabe Kirk coming up to the dish. He's 0 for 2. Gabe Kirk stepping in there. 8 hits already for the Cantaloupes. They've now scored at least 5 runs in 3 consecutive ball games. The first pitch from Garcia, breaking ball low. Really had that breaking ball moving, but at times, especially recent batters have been falling out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes to Kirk. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded foul over to third. With a first base, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both Kirk and Abbott really struggled lately. Mentioned Kirk struggles earlier, but Abbott, 11 hits. Just joining us, a late scratch to the lineup. The 1-1, way inside. Kirk having a duck down. 2 balls, 1 strike now to the Cantaloupes first baseman from Olivet College. Winslow over at first, Overitis on deck. He walked and scored in the 3-run 4th inning, and the 2-1. Swung on, line drive down the right field line, a fair ball into the corner. Winslow around second, he's heading to third. The throw in, and Kirk will be held to a single. Runners on the corners for the Cantaloupes. Looking for more here in the 5th. Just fair down the right field line. Give credit to Boucher, got to it quickly, but not quick enough. Winslow to third. And now Tyler Overitis stepping up. 2 runs in the 2nd inning on 3 consecutive singles and an RBI groundout. And then in the 4th, a 2 RBI hit by Halstead. And then an RBI single by Nate Paulson. And now the Cantaloupes looking for more, as it's quickly 0-1 to Overitis. And the 0-1 pitch to Garcia. Grounded to second. Should get a run home. Aguilar's play to second. That's all he'll get. Winslow comes in with the 6th run of the game. Out at second in the 4th is Kirk. And now 1 on, 1 out, and now a 6-0 Cantaloupes lead here in the 5th. Another RBI grounder. Productive outs so far. The Cantaloupes have done that to perfection. A lot of sac flies, RBI groundouts with runners in scoring position, and now Ty Garza. The first pitch to him is in there for a strike. 2 for 2 with 2 hits, 2 runs scored for the Cantaloupes third baseman. And the pitch from Garcia, swung on, fouled straight back. Fall was warming up earlier, the right-hander. He's going to Virginia Wesleyan University. He was warming up. Stirring going on in the Cantaloupes pen. Pickoff really helping Loveday's case, at least to go out there another frame. And the 0-2 pitch to Garza. Swung on, line drive into right field, and that'll get down in front of Boucher, a base hit. Overitis will go to second. Another hit in the inning. 2nd hit for the Cantaloupes. Garza his 3rd. First 3-hit game of the year for Ty Garza, who's been an on-base machine the past week plus. And now Giomar Santana stepping in. 3 hits for Ty Garza. And now Santana, who has a hit, a run scored, as Sigmund talking with Garcia. Mound visit over. Virginia Beach so far this season, 17-3 loss against the Outer Banks. But since then, outscoring both the Outer Banks and Greenbrier 17-11 in the last 2 games. Tonight, it's been all Cantaloupes so far through the first 4.5 innings. And now Giomar Santana in there with 2 more runners on base. And the pitch. Swung on, line drive, caught out at second by Aguilar. Throw to second, and Overitis is back. Line drive right at Alec Aguilar. And now Tanner Knowles stepping to the dish. Tanner Knowles today, an RBI, 0 for 2. He has an RBI ground out in the pitch. So on, fouled off, so 1. Atlanta Braves fan. And the 0-1, high, it's 1-1. Knowles, nicknamed TK. Favorite athlete, Chipper Jones. Up at the dish. 1-1. And the pitch. Low, 2-1. Good stop behind the dish by Sigmund. Knowles, the Perry, Georgia native, in his second season with the University of Georgia. New head coach Wes Johnson will be taking over the program. 2-1, slapped into left field, a base hit. Overitis is going to get held at third, bobbled in left by Spencer, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Another base hit in the inning. Knowles, his first time on base, and now the bases are loaded for Davis Halstead. Davis Halstead, last at bat in the 4th. A 2 RBI double, went to third on an error. He has 2 hits, 3 RBIs, a run scored, and now's up again with the bases loaded. And the pitch from Garcia in there for a strike on the fastball. 6-0. Lead here in the 5th. 4 runs in the past 2 innings for the Cantaloupes, looking for more in the 0-1. Low and away. Now 11 hits. As the total continues to rise. 8 hits for the 6 through 10 batters. And the 1-1 to Halstead. Breaking ball inside, almost got him. It goes to 2-1. Davis Halstead again. 1 RBI coming into the game. 3 hits coming into the ball game. He has 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and looking for more. And the 2-1. Low and away. Ball 3. Throw over to first. Knowles is just back. Sigmund jumped up and down. Castro thought he got him as well. Tanner Knowles creeping off of first base. And lucky to get back. Now a 3-1 count. It'll be a heartbreaking way to end the 5th inning. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 3-1. And the pitch from Garcia. Outside, ball 4. Another RBI for Halstead, who trots to first. Overitis comes in. And it's now 7-0. Cantaloupes in front. And now Nate Paulson, who got a hit and RBI in his last at-bat, will come in. Still no one warming up in the Sea Dogs pen, as Isael Garcia has been battling through it here the past 2 frames, in for Austin Wells. And the first pitch to Paulson is a breaking ball that floats in there for a strike. Cantaloupes already their 3rd time through the order. A few Sea Dogs. Jason Boucher still without his 2nd at-bat. Paulson pops one up on the infield. Castro underneath of it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But 2 more runs come across. The Cantaloupes lead is up to 7. It's 7-0 Chowan County as we head to the 6th. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Now a 7-0 ball game, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Cantaloupes. Right-hander Tyrus Baumgartner in his second appearance. 27 ERA, gave up 3 runs in the game against the Wake Forest Fungo in the 6-5 victory last Saturday. His 3rd season with the Clams. 4.56 ERA last season and 11 appearances out of the bullpen. And he takes over for Zane Loveday. 5 innings, no hits, no runs, but he walked 6, struck out 5. And now Spencer Sigmund, who comes in. Sigmund was up in the top half of the 5th. To another pickoff from Zane Loveday to finish off the frame. 9, 10, and 1. Sigmund, Jr., Bauscher, and Castro against the right-hander Tyrus Baumgartner. One of 4 West Virginia State Yellow Jackets, along with Overitis, Kay, Paulson, all on the field. The Canova, West Virginia native. 20 appearances for the Yellow Jackets, 25 1/3. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Rough outing in his first game back. Missed the first few weeks for the Cantaloupes. Fungo got him for 3 runs. Looking to bounce back here against the Sea Dogs. And the 0-1 is low. 1-1. 25 1/3 innings pitched, the most out of a reliever for the Yellow Jackets in the spring. The 1-1 pitch, beautiful breaking pitch in there for a strike to Sigmund, and it's 1-2. Best game of the season versus Glennsville State, 2 2/3, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no runs, and the 1-2 pitch low and away. It's 2-2. On the mound for Baumgartner, featuring a fastball. Vulcan change. He was showing me the grip coming in to the office on the first day. A Vulcan change. And the 2-2. Swung on, fouled off. Count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Baumgartner. Swung on, fouled off again. It remains 2-2. Baumgartner again. Fastball, Vulcan change. Slider and curveball. Show me that grip. Didn't look exactly like a circle change or a regular change-up. A little split finger grip. And the 2-2 pitch. Slider way outside, and the count is full to Sigmund. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the catcher Sigmund, who walked his first time. And the 3-2 pitch from Baumgartner. Swung on, fouled off again. 3rd straight foul ball from Sigmund Jr. Last 2 games, at least 5 runs in each of the games for the Sea Dogs. Held without a run through the first 5 frames. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch to Sigmund. On the inside corner, called strike 3. 6th strikeout from Cantaloupes pitching, and the first on the mound from Baumgartner for out number 1 here in the 6th. Fastball breaking pitch on the outer half, fouling off. Finishing off Sigmund with the fastball. Now the extra hitter, Jason Bauscher, in there. And the first pitch to Bauscher is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. More action in the Cantaloupes pen. Luke Dilda warming up. And the 0-1. Swung on, line drive to short. 1 hop to Knowles. Fires over to first, and it gets by Kirk. Kirk could not pick it, and Bauscher's going to reach to first. An error going to go against Knowles. His second game in the field for the Cantaloupes. Throwing it short. Now 1 on with 1 out for Castro in his 3rd at-bat. 0 for 1 with a walk. Talking about the errors. Number 17 now for the Cantaloupes on the season. 7 now in the last 8 games. And the first pitch to Castro is fouled off. It's 0-1. Haven't had multi-error game in a while. I guess counting your blessings at that point. A few games ago, 8 total errors between the Scallywags and the Cantaloupes right here at historic Hicks Field. And the 0-1 pitch from Baumgartner. Swung on, grounded, right back to Knowles. Has it, goes to second for 1, and Myers has no play. That's the force at second base, and now 2 away as Castro reaches on the fielder's choice. And now a pitch hitter stepping in. Number 20, T.J. McGowan Jr. gonna step in for Hunter Boucher. McGowan, 2nd season with the Sea Dogs. So far this year, has not recorded a hit in 7 at-bats. And the first pitch to him, stopped behind the plate by Overitis. It's 1-0. McGowan, West Virginia Wesleyan University, a sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia. And 2 games played, a start, 5 at-bats, a pair of hits in the spring. And the 1-0 gets behind Overitis. Up to second base goes Castro. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs as the Sea Dogs still in search of their first run of the ballgame. Now in his best game of the spring season came against Washington and Lee University. 2 for 4 with an RBI, a stolen base. And the 2-1 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. An update from Outer Banks. It's now a 4-3 River Bandits lead as that game enters into the late stages. And in the top half of the 7th inning. And the 2-1 is in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the top half of the 6th in a 7-0 Cantaloupes lead. Castro out at second. Reached on a fielder's choice. And the pitch from Baumgartner. Swing and a high bouncer to third. Picked by Garza. Throw to first. Kirk with the scoop for out number 3. A web gem at third by Garza to end the top half of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Chowan County leads Virginia Beach 7-0. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Welcome back. Top half of the lineup due up for the Cantaloupes here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Myers, Kay, and Winslow. Some changes around the field for the Sea Dogs. T.J. McGowan comes into the game. He stays at first base. Lycos back into the game at second base. Into center field is Calvin Castro, and the first pitch to Myers from Garcia is outside. And Aiden Pinto moving from center field over to right field as Hunter Bauscher exits the game. Garcia out there for his second full inning of work. Now a 7-0 ball game and a big cut and a miss by Myers. 1-2 on the game. Had a single his last time. Left stranded on the base paths in the fourth. The end of the late stages, 6 no-hit innings for Cantaloupes pitching. And the 1-1 swung on, fouled off. First time in Cantaloupes Steamers history, back-to-back games, with pitchers going the first 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Sunday against the Wampus Cats, Ben Bausis went the first 7 1/3. And the 1-2 on the outside corner called strike 3, and Myers is down looking for the first out here in the bottom half of the 6th. Bausis on Sunday, 7 1/3 no-hit innings until Isaiah Martin for the Wampus Cats, a single to left field, broke up that no-hit bid. New catcher also for the Sea Dogs amidst the changes as Kay swings at the first pitch, pops over to first base. McGowan getting some action, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Trevor Self in there behind the plate in a 7-0 ball game. Head coach Andy Castro getting his guys in. Castro playing 4 years collegiately at Bloomfield College in Bloomfield, New Jersey. NCAA Division II. All-district first team, all-conference, Collegiate North and South all-star game as a junior. And with 2 outs, Macon Winslow takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Played 4 years of semi-pro baseball in Puerto Rico for the Cocoteros de Loza and was named Rookie of the Year. The 0-1 pitch to Winslow is taken inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Macon Winslow, who's reached 3 times tonight. Reached on an error his first time, doubled his second at bat, and walked his last time. The 1-1, fouled off. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stilda continuing to warm in the Cantaloupes bullpen. A 7-0 ball game as we enter the later stages. And the 1-2 pitch. Inside, it hits Winslow. He's hit for the 2nd consecutive game, and talk about getting on in 4 different ways. On by an error, on by a base hit, on by a walk, and now on by a hit-by pitch here in the 6th inning for Winslow. And now Gabe Kirk stepping in. Single to right field his last time. He's 1 for 3. 2 outs, Winslow over at first. And the pitch from Garcia inside. It's 1-0. Kirk with that base knock, hit number 13 on the season. Tied for the team lead in doubles along with Ryan Kay, Tate Abbott. Macon Winslow, surpassing the lead as the 1-0 pitch fouled off with his 4th double of the season for the Cantaloupes a few innings ago. 1-1 now to Kirk. 15 RBIs. Still front-running the team despite limited RBIs in recent games. The 1-1 fouled straight back, and Garcia's ahead 1-2. Working that high fastball, breaking pitch as well so far tonight. Thank you to everyone watching along on YouTube. The Cantaloupes' 17th game of the season. And the 1-2 lined over the first, diving play by McGowan Jr. A web gem over at first by McGowan to end the bottom half of the 6th inning. We go to the 7th. The Cantaloupes lead the Sea Dogs 7-0.
The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Top half of the 7th inning, a new pitcher on the mound for the Cantaloupes in a 7-0 game. Tyrus Baumgartner goes an inning, and relieving him is left-hander Luke Dilda from Barton College in his 6th game. 10 in the 3rd innings pitch, a 7.83 ERA. 9 earned runs given up, 17 walks, 5 hits, 10 strikeouts. 1-1 record on the season. Enter the final 9 outs, no hits so far for the Sea Dogs against the starter Zane Loveday. Went the first 5 innings. Didn't allow a run, no hits, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts, and Tyrus Baumgartner taking down the 6th inning. And now 3-4-5. Justin Lycos has been at DH, second base tonight for the Sea Dogs. Aiden Pinto and Gavin Spencer due up against Luke Dilda. And the first pitch in there for a strike from Dilda. So far the pitches, Loveday 77 pitches, Baumgartner with 18 in the 6th inning. And the 0-1 low and away. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lycos. And the 1-1 shot over to third, over the glove of Garza in the left field. And around first is Lycos, the first hit of the ball game for the Sea Dogs. A base knocked for Lycos. And the no-hitter ends here in the 7th. And now Aiden Pinto standing in. And the first pitch to Pinto is high. It's 1-0. Nothing ball game. Runner at first and a 1-0 count and a throw over. And back is Lycos with his 5th hit of the season. And the 1-0 is high. Top half of the 7th inning. And the 2-0 inside, and the count is 3-0. 8 balls and no strikes. We're in the top of the 7th inning in a 7-0 ball game. And a throw over. Close on the mound, almost a balk from Dilda. No call by the umpires tonight. More Fensel and Eric Byram. The 3-0 in there for a strike. In a struggle with the walks, Dilda leads the team with 17. It has been solid as of late on the mound. The 3-1 on the inside corner for a strike, and the count is full. Dilda looking into his season even further.
7 walks in his last 2 games, 10 in his first 2. But an inning against Norfolk, walk anyone. 3-2, throw over. Highest out of innings pitched, 4 innings. 1 start against the Disco Turkeys, only went an inning and a third in that ball game. Off from first is Lycos, ball is high, ball 4. And 2 on with nobody out here in the 7th as the Sea Dogs looking for some offense. And now stepping in, Quentin Adams, the outfielder, gonna step in. Adams taking the place of Spencer in left field. And he has 2 runners on here in the 7th against Dilda, and he takes a pitch at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. Ball's 1 strike, the lefty from Barton College. It's Coach Hill, Coach Stallings, Coach Johnson. 1 high, it's 1-1. Still finding roles for guys. Loveday starting his 3rd game tonight. First Cantaloupes starter other than Chandler Padgett to start 3+ games. 1-1 pitch. It's high. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Quentin Adams from Patrick Henry Community College, going there in the fall. The Virginia Beach native. And the 2-1 pitch to Adams. High, and it's now 3-1. The fastball losing control from Dilda. More action continuing for the Cantaloupes in the bullpen, with runners on first and second in a 3-1 count. And the pitch. Swing and a foul off, and the count is full. It's 3-2. So far this season, Adams 1 game played, 2 at-bats, hasn't gotten a hit. Has a walk and a strikeout. Perfect time to get his first hit here for the Sea Dogs, with runners on first and second in the 7th. And the pitch. Inside, ball 4, 2nd consecutive walk, and now the bases are loaded. Fastball low and in. First time Virginia Beach has gotten a runner over to 3rd tonight. And the bases are loaded for Misael Garcia, the 3rd baseman. Corners in on the infield. Bases loaded and no one outs. Over at 3rd is Lycos, and the first pitch to Garcia is high. Lycos singled. The first hit of the game for the Sea Dogs. He's over at 3rd. At 2nd is Pinto. He walked. Another pitch high from Dilda. It's 2-0. And over at first base is the newly entered Adams, and now Cody Johnson and Tyler Overitis going to go out and talk with the lefty from Barton College. Getting him some work in a 7-run ball game. Cantaloupes next game of the season. The Steamers will be back in action tomorrow night against the Clayton Clovers. The next broadcast will be on Friday night against the Norfolk Redbirds. Come down for the 2nd time to historic Hicks Field. Mound visit over. Garcia up, 2-0 count, bases loaded here in the 7th. And the 2-0 pitch from Dilda is high, ball 3. It's in danger of walking in a run here in the 7th. Johnson looking on to the bullpen with the bases loaded. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Already. 3-1 in there. It's 3-2. A gift to Dilda. It's already thrown 20 pitches so far. 8 strikes. And the 3-2. hit off of Garcia, or foul ball off the knob of the bats. Haven't seen that too much this season. And Dilda, another crack to get out Garcia. Shaking his hand, not only due to the vibration, perhaps, of the ball, but also frustration. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're going to do it again here in the 7th. And the pitch from Dilda. Inside, almost in the exact same spot. It missed, and a run across for the Sea Dogs. 3rd consecutive walk, and now it's a 7-1 ball game. Now 20 walks on the season for Dilda. A hit to begin the inning, 3 consecutive walks, and now Luke Bauscher in there with the bases still loaded. And the first pitch to him high and outside. 1-0. That fastball control has not been there for Dilda tonight. Now walked at least 1 in 3 consecutive appearances. 1-1. High. It's now 2-0 to Bauscher. And no hesitation for Coach Justin Hill. Out of the dugout, makes the signal to the bullpen. Bases loaded in the 7th, a run across, and a pitching change at historic Hicks Field. A 7-1 Cantaloupes lead.
Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. A pitching change. Alex Gianniscoli on the mound for the Cantaloupes in his 3rd appearance of the season. 9 2/3. He has a win. Hasn't given up an earned run yet. 2 unearned runs. 6 walks, 2 hits, 3 Ks. He takes over for Luke Dilda, who doesn't record an out here in the 7th inning. A hit and 3 consecutive walks, pushing a run across. And now Gianniscoli, for really the 3rd straight game in a damage control role. This one with the lead in hand. Came in on Saturday against the Scallywags, pitching 4 1/3 in that ball game. Now 2 unearned runs on an error for the Cantaloupes, and now he's in a 2-0 hole against the shortstop Luke Bauscher. And the first pitch from Gianniscoli is in there on the inside half for a strike. It's 2-1. Right-hander from the University of Lynchburg. Was a Division III champion the spring, heading into the summer, was a late arrivant to the team. And the 2-1 is on the outside corner for a strike. 2 consecutive strikes. Now the count is even to the shortstop Bauscher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ducks on every base for the Sea Dogs. And the pitch. So on foul back. It remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Virginia Beach. 3 more cracks at it, including this inning. Looking to chip away in the late stages. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout for Gianniscoli and gets out number 1 here in the 7th. The changeup low in the zone and Boucher's down swinging. And now the second baseman DH tonight, Alec Aguilar. Over at first, Garcia. Over at second is Adams. Over at third is Pinto. And the first pitch is low. Still a 4-3 ball game between the Scallywags and the River Bandits as that game enters the 8th. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. And the 1-0 pitch swung on, fouled off. Gianniscoli was the backup closer. Another closer for University of Lynchburg Hornets in the spring. Team that had over 40 wins and took down Johns Hopkins. 1-1 pitch. On the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. Out on the mound, Gianniscoli featuring a fastball, 2-seamer sinker. He throws that against lefties. A curveball and a changeup. That changeup to Boucher. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. First base side. Kirk giving chase. Foul line, and Kirk won't get it. Excellent effort, but just hit the top. The count remains 1-2. 7 runs on 11 hits, an error for the Cantaloupes. 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors for the Sea Dogs. We're looking to get more than 1 here in the 7th inning. They've trailed by as much as 7. 6 now with the bases loaded. And the 1-2 pitch. Just missed on the outside corner, low and away. Overitis held it there, but home plate umpire Otis Moore calling it outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The number 8 man Aguilar in there. And the pitch. Low, ball 3, and the count is 4 with 1 out. 6 walks for Gianniscoli in 2 appearances. Looking to prevent number 7 here with the bases loaded. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, fly ball to left. Kay drifting back. He's going to get underneath of it. Makes the catch. Tagging from third is Pinto. The throw in cut off by Knowles. Coming in to score is Pinto on the sac fly. And it's now a 7-2 game. Aguilar the RBI sac fly. And now runners on first and second and 2 outs. For the catcher, first at bat of the game for Trevor Self from Eastern Mennonite University. Came into the game for Sigmund Jr. And in his first at-bat, still has a runner in scoring position against Gianniscoli. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Another run credited to Dilda. Did not record an out in the inning. Gianniscoli has come in and gotten 2. And the 0-1 pitch to Self. Rung on, fouled off, and Gianniscoli ahead in the count 0-2 with 2 outs. 2 runs across on just 1 base hit and 3 walks. Self of Virginia Beach, Virginia native, 5'11", 175, and the 0-2 pitch to him. Swung on, line drive into left field, a base hit. Going around to third is Adams. He's going to be held there. The throw from Kay is a cannon. Good hold over at third base by the head coach, Andy Castro. Bases remain loaded for the Sea Dogs. Their second hit of the inning, of the game as well. And now the extra hitter, the 10 batter in the order, Jason Bosher stepping in. Bosher 0 for 2. With a chance to trim the lead down. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball in there for a strike. So 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. 9 walks for Cantaloupes pitching. 6 for Loveday. 3 for Dilda out of the pen. And the 0-2 from Gianna Scully. Swing and a foul off the Overriders, and it remains 0-2. Sunday's matchup in the win versus Uahare. Only 1 walk the whole game by Bausis in the 3rd inning. First time Steamers have walked less than 5 in a game. And the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Hits off of Garcia, and that will end the inning. Off of Garcia, hit his leg, out on the base pass. 2 runs across for the Sea Dogs. The lead is down to 5 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 7-2, Cantaloupes in front.
Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Zane. Welcome back to Cantaloupes Baseball, on the official home of Steamers and Cantaloupes Baseball, the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Every home game, select few away games, including tomorrow night against the Clayton Clovers. Steamers going on the road, facing Clayton for the 2nd time. Overriders, Garza, and Santana against the new pitcher for the Sea Dogs, the 3rd one of the game, right-hander David Fall from Virginia Wesleyan University. Fall coming into his 3rd game, has the most innings pitched out of any Sea Dogs pitcher to this point. 7 innings pitched, 2 games, 4 hits, 4 walks, hasn't given up a run, 8 strikeouts. Coming in a 5-run ball game, relieving Zael Garcia. And the first pitch fouled off by Overriders. It's 0-1. Remaining in the game in left field is Quentin Adams. And the 0-1. Inside, 1-1 to Overriders. Overriders so far tonight, 2 runs scored, a walk, an RBI, reached on a fielder's choice, and the 1-1 fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garcia going 3 innings, 7 hits. He gave up 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout through 72 pitches. And the 1-2 pitch from Fall, swung on, grounded over to first, and it'll go foul. And the count remains 1-2. Overriders behind the plate tonight. Winslow behind the dish on Sunday against the Wampus Cats. 2 primary catchers so far this year. Another foul ball by Overriders. Giomar Santana with a 1 game against the Clayton Clovers. Played a total of 3 innings behind the dish in that ball game. 1-2 pitch from Fall. Swung on another foul ball, the 4th one of the at-bat now for Overriders. Ball, 2 strikes to the catcher from West Virginia State University. 1-2 again from Fall. This one popped high in the air. Another foul ball. 5 now on the at-bat for Overitis. Came into the game with a .216 average, 8 hits. 3 walks or hit batters, good for second best on the team. A double, a home run, and the 1-2 check swing didn't go around. Count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Fall. Swung on another foul ball. 6 now in the at-bat for Overitis. In the bottom half of the 7th inning in a 7-2 ball game. 14 total hits between the teams, 11 from the home side. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the high fastball. Fall comes in, strikes out the first batter he faces, and now Ty Garza coming up to the dish. Ty Garza 3 for 3 so far tonight. 2 runs scored, 3 singles. He has scored twice, was stranded his last time in the 5th. And the first pitch from Fall inside almost hit him. The count goes to 1-0. One of two Cantaloupes tonight, with multi-hits. 1-0 is fouled off. 3 hits for Garza, 2 hits for Davis Halstead, who has 4 RBIs tonight. 1-1 pitch to Garza. Breaking ball. Frisbee out there on the mound that drifted outside. It's now 2-1. To the shortstop from Barton College, playing third base tonight. 2-1, fouled off. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Garza. First 3-hit game of his season. 5 hits in the last 3 games. Continuing to raise that average. The 2-2. Swung on, grounded right back to the mound. Fall corrals it. Throw sidearm to first, and there's 2 outs here in the 7th. Now Giomar Santana stepping in, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Fall looking for back-to-back innings of no runs for the Cantaloupes after 5 in the 4th and the 5th inning, the middle innings. Continuing to be success for the Cantaloupes. And the first pitch to Santana is in there for a strike. It's Uehara, 4 of the 5 runs scored in the last 3 innings of that ball game. The 0-1. Big cut and a miss. It's 0-2. Outer Banks, a lot of runs at the end. Middle to late innings have been where the Steamers and Cantaloupes have thrived. 0-2 pitch from Fall. High. It's 1-2. Fall, a funky delivery out there on the mound. Fastball breaking pitch. On the 1-2. Way inside, and it hits Santana. He's going to get on for the 2nd time. Breaking pitch that didn't break. Santana goes down to first. And now Tanner Knowles, the shortstop, stepping up. 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI. 2 hits now for the Cantaloupes in a pair of games. Fall with a runner on here. And the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Going back to Knowles, redshirted in 2023, the University of Georgia. Didn't play for the team that won 29 games in the SEC. And the 0-1 pitch grounded to short. Going to be a tough play, and no play. Over at shortstop was Aguilar, an infield single for Knowles. 2 straight hits for the shortstop. And now Davis Halstead. 4 RBIs, 2 hits, a run scored, and now is up with 2 more runners on here in the 7th. And the pitch from Fall. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Halstead. Last season, again, only 8 RBIs for the Cantaloupes. He has 4 in this game alone. And the 0-1. On the outside corner, it's quickly 0-2 from Fall. Getting back in the zone after 2 consecutive batters reaching. Hit batter. Then an infield single. And the count's 0-2 to the right fielder, Davis Halstead. And the pitch. Breaking ball in there, called strike 3 and freezes Halstead here in the 7th. We go to the 8th, 7-2, Cantaloupes advantage. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Welcome back to the top half of the 8th inning. 7-2 Cantaloupes lead. Some changes to announce for Chowan County here in the 8th. Ben Bausis out at second base, replacing Luke Myers, who exits. And Jackson Ellison in left field. Bausis in for Myers at second, and Ellison in for Kay. Top 2 hitters, the Chowan County lineup, exiting for the night. 1, 2, 3 due up against Alex Gianascoli, and for his first full inning on the mound here in the 8th. Got the final 3 outs in the 7th after Luke Dilda didn't record an out to start. 7-2 game. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. To Kelvin Castro, first base. He's now in center field. And the 0-1 is outside. It's 1-1. A walk, 2 at-bats for Castro. He's also stolen a bag. And the 1-1 pitch from Gianascoli. Low. Castro bending down, seeing that one all the way, and it's now 2-1. Ellison in his 3rd total game, 2nd in the field. See if he comes up at the top of the lineup for his 2nd plate appearance of the season. 2-1 in there for a strike, and Bausis pitched on Sunday. We're leaving Myers out at second base. Teams emptying their bench late in this one. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded over to first. Kane knocks it down, keeps it in front, throws to first and wide of Gianascoli. Castro's going to advance up to second base. And an infield single for Castro, advances to second on the throwing error from Kirk. The Sea Dogs scoring 2 in the top half of the 7th. Now have a runner in scoring position as T.J. McGowan stepping up. T.J. McGowan Jr. coming in his first at-bat. Grounded out. Now Gianascoli trying to keep the lead at 5. Castro a huge lead at second, and the first pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to McGowan. Here in the 7th, in a 7-2 game. Cantaloupes had a 7-0 lead at one point. It's now down to 5. And the 1-0 pitch. inside, and it hits McGowan. McGowan will go down to first. And now 2 straight base runners to start the 8th inning for the Sea Dogs. In the heart of the order, Justin Lycos coming to the dish. Justin Lycos, a single his last time, came around to score in the 7th. The first hit of the game for the Sea Dogs, who now have 4. The 3rd run sits out at second. 4th run at first, and potential 5th run at the plates. And the first pitch to Lyko swung on, driven in the air to center. Paulson drifts back, comes back in, and he makes the catch. Castro goes, stops halfway, and a strike to third from Paulson. And there's 1 away on the flyouts. Nate Paulson with a cannon. And now the right fielder, Aiden Pinto, stepping in. With 1 out. Runners on first and second. A 7-2 ball game. Cantaloupes searching for their 13th win of the season. And the first pitch to Pinto is high. Chowan County Cantaloupes, the alter ego of the Steamers. In partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. For all Wednesday home games. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. Steamers turning into the Chowan County Cantaloupes. Jerseys signed and auctioned off for the final Wednesday of the season. And the Gianna Scoli has Castro picked off. Gianna Scoli's going to run back. Castro is back in there. Kelvin Castro dancing off of second. Gianna Scoli had him picked off. And the throw from Alex Gianna Scoli drifted high. A 5-7 Castro sliding in there safely. And now it's 1-1 with 1 out. And the pitch. Going off to third. Castro, the throw is low into center field. Castro's going to scamper home. The throw from Ellison is late. Castro is in. Up to second goes McGowan. Another run comes in for the Sea Dogs. All on the base running of Castro. The speed got him to first base. On the infield single, went to second on the throw. Stole third. The throw went wide. Now came around on the wild throw by Overitis, and the 2-1 pitch from Gianna Scoli fouled off. It's 2-2. Now 3 runs across in the past 2 innings for the Sea Dogs. They're not even a hit through the first 6 frames tonight. 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pinto missed it. Gets by Overitis, and he won't have a play. Drop third strike. Pinto's going to reach. And runners on the corners with 1 out. And now Quentin Adams coming up. As the bullpen faltering here for the Cantaloupes. 3 runs across. Runners on the corners. Right there, a drop third on a breaking pitch from Gianna Scoli. And now Adams up for the 2nd time tonight. He walked his first time, was left stranded in the 7th. And the first pitch to him. Swung on, popped up foul and out of play. Adams in high school, first Colonial High School, few plate appearances, a few at-bats in 2023. He's up here in a big spot. And the 0-1, low, 1-1, looking at the very least to bring the Sea Dogs within 3 and keep the rally moving. On deck is Garcia. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch off of first goes Pinto. Line drive into left field. A base hit by Adams. Coming in is McGowan. Going to third is Pinto. The throw goes to third. Up to second goes Adams. Another run across. An RBI hit by Adams. And it's now 7-4. And the tying run is coming up. Cantaloupes unraveling here in the late innings. Led the game 7-0. It is now 7-4 with the tying run at the plate here in the 8th. Perfectly placed hit by Adams as Knowles was going to second base on the pickoff. And the first pitch to Garcia is inside. It's 1-0. Now John Horton warming up in the bullpen for the Cantaloupes as the 1-0 is outside in a ball game that through the first 6 innings looked like he could get a night off tonight. But now 4 unanswered in the past 2 frames for the Sea Dogs. And a productive out could get another one across. And the 2-0 pitch from Gianniscoli is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Already up to 33 pitches for Alex Gianniscoli. And the 2-1 swung on. High pop up on the infield. Knowles coming and he slides and makes the catch. No man's land there for a second. Gianniscoli was coming out. Bausis wrapping around the back of the bag and a huge out number 2. As now Morris Ford from Virginia State University will come in and bat for the shortstop Bowser. Another substitution being made by Andy Castro. They paid off so far. Adams with a hit and a big cut and a miss by Ford. So far this season, Ford doesn't have a hit in 7 at-bats. Looking for his first one here. And the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. Knowles underneath of it. Throws to first and ends the inning. 2 more runs come across for the Sea Dogs and cut the Cantaloupes lead down to 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Chowan County leads it 7-4. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back. Bottom half of the 8th inning. 10-1-2. Paulson, Bausis, and Ellison due up for the Cantaloupes. Paulson swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Aguilar. Tough play in the hole. Throw to first is not in time. Infield single for Nate Paulson, his second of the ball game, and a lead-off base runner. And now an insurance situation for the Cantaloupes. 7-0 lead down to 7-4. And now Ben Bausis, the new second baseman, will step in. Came in for Luke Myers the last half inning and will get his first at-bat. at the plate, his third game. Still looking for his first hit as a batter. First pitch to him in there for a strike. Bouse is one of 3 two-way players for the Cantaloupes, along with Edenton natives Hank Downham and Chris Morris. 4 at-bats. Has 2 walks and hit bats. And the 0-1 checked his swing over at first. He did go around, and it's 0-2. Jackson Ellison in his second game. He has a hit on deck. Came in for K. No balls, 2 strikes. And the Falls delivery. Line drive foul down the right field line. John Horton continuing to warm. Looks like he's going to be the next arm for the Cantaloupes, looking for his 3rd save of the season. Final score from the Outer Banks. Come from behind victory for the Scallywags, who win it 5-4. And the 0-2 is low. Now their 3rd win of the season. All have come against Tarboro in the PCL South. And Tarboro loses their 7th game to either the Cantaloupes or the Scallywags. The 1-2 inside. It's 2-2 to Bouses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Bouses. For Chowan in the spring, 10 games, 250 average at the dish, and 4 hits. And the 2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled off. 330 OBP. 2 walks. Gets a crack at it here in the 8th. Going to extend the lead. Two balls, 2 strikes. Paulson at first with the infield single. He takes off and bounces another foul ball. Remains 2-2. That's Scallywags River Bandits game. A walk-off 2-run home run to finish that game off. Max Puckett, Scallywags first baseman, with a big fly to send the Outer Banks fans home happy. 7-4 game here in the bottom of the 8th, and the 2-2. Swung on, fly ball to right center field. Going to be a top play. On the run is Castro, and he gets there. For out number 1, a hit hard from Bouses. And will retreat without a base knock. 1 out. Paulson remains at first, and now Jackson Ellison to the dish. North Carolina Wesleyan. Played under Coach Justin Hill at Currituck County High School. And in his second game, came in the 23-14 loss to the River Bandits. Got his first at-bat of the season. Has come in a few times defensively. Throw over to Paulson, who just gets back on the throw from Fall. .510, 145. Ellison at the plate, and the first pitch to him is low. Paulson goes and stops. The outfielder, 15 RBIs, 6 doubles. Batted .352 in his final season at Currituck County High School. And he's in late in the game for Ryan Kay. Another throw over. This one gets by McGowan and goes to the fence. Paulson gonna trot up to second base, and he'll get there without a throw. A wild throw from Fall on the hill. Gestures my bad to McGowan, and now a runner in scoring position for the Cantaloupes. Looking for insurance. Winslow on deck. He's been on 4 times, and Fall steps off. A 7-4 game. 2 runs in the second for the Cantaloupes. 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 4 straight unanswered from the Sea Dogs here in the 7th and the 8th. The 1-1 bunted in front of the plate. It's a beauty. Coming out himself, and he'll have no play. Jackson Ellison laying down a beautiful bunt. He now has 2 hits on the season, and runners are on the corners with 1 out. Could not have placed it any better in front of the plate. That's exactly how you draw it up at home. Detoned it towards the third base side, and Self, even if he came up with that, no chance. And now making Winslow up at the dish. A hit, a run scored, a walk. He's reached a base in 4 different ways so far today. And the first pitch to him is low and away, ball 1. 1-0. He's been hit by a pitch, a walk, a double, reached on an error, 1 of 3 for the Sea Dogs, 3 for the Cantaloupes as well. And the 1-0, low, it's 2-0. Winslow set to attend Duke University, but as mentioned earlier, with his potentials in the draft, forego that and go straight to the majors. He's up. 2-0 count. Runners on the corners with 1 out in the pitch. Swung on, line drive to short. Hop gets by Aguilar into center field. A run comes in. Ellison to third. Tag by Garcia's not in time. RBI by Winslow, an error that eat up Aguilar at short. And it's now 8-4, Cantaloupes and runners on the corners. Ball that was scorched to short. And Aguilar, who started the game at second base, now at short, having to play that tough carom over at shortstop, could not handle it. 4 errors now for the Sea Dogs. And a big cut and a miss by Kirk, an insurance run for Chowan County, who hadn't scored since the 5th. And now a run here in the 8th inning to make it 8-4, and Kirk looking for more. Winslow has been on now 5 times. 2 times reaching on an error. Kirk, soft ground ball to first. McGowan trying to come home, and he has no play as he couldn't grab it. Another error, this one on the first baseman, McGowan. Ellison comes in, another run across, and it's now 9-4. And now Tyler Overitis to the dish with 1 out. 2 runs across on 2 errors, and now the lead is back up to 5. McGowan trying to come home with it. The speedy Ellison perhaps causing McGowan to bobble it. Overitis a drive to right. Drifting back to the wall is Pinto in front of the warning track. Makes the catch. Going to third goes Winslow. Throw comes to the plate. Now runners at the corners with 2 outs. Overitis gave it a ride. And now Ty Garza coming up. He's 3 for 4, was retired for the first time his last at-bat. That was an opportunity for hit number 4 here. And the first pitch from Fall swung on in the infield. Aguilar underneath of it. Garcia comes over and makes the catch. Thought Aguilar was going to make the catch. Garcia finally saw it at the last moment. Makes the catch to end the inning. 2 runs across for the Cantaloupes. Push the lead back out to 5. We go to the top half of the 9th in a 9-4 game. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Cantaloupes 3 outs away from their second victory of the season. For the Steamers, Cantaloupes, their 13th win would be if John Horton, the new pitcher who has really served as this team's closer. 9th game, 12 and a third innings pitched, 2 saves, a 2.91 ERA, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 9 hits, 17 strikeouts, second most on the team. Alex Aguilar. Here in the 9th, in a 9-4 game. Cantaloupes' first win of the season, 8-4 over the Redbirds. 2 weeks ago, now 9-4. And the 0-1 pitch from Horton, swung on, popped on the infield. Bounced underneath of it, in shallow right, and he makes the catch for out number 1. 2 pitches, 1 out. And now Trevor Self the on-deck circle, Nick Ventris for the Sea Dogs, batting for Castro. Well, Basher, excuse me, fouled that one off. So 1-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Oh, 1 pitch. High, it's 1-1. Horton, looking at his success so far, 4 earned runs, all of that coming in the 23-14 loss against the River Bandits. Other than that, in the other 11 and a third, not allowed a run so far, as the 1-1 is high and away. Outside of that, 7 games pitched, 11 and a third innings pitched, no runs, just 1 hit, 2 walks, 17 Ks, hasn't allowed a run. And the 2-1 is fouled off. Another Cantaloupe you're looking at potentially penciling in as a all-star next week in the Outer Banks. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Self. The pitch. Breaking ball just drifts high and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the 9th inning. After a few rainouts, back-to-back, 4 in the last week. And the 3-2 on the inside corner, called strike 3. 2 outs, a strikeout from Horton, and now Nick Ventris coming up as the final hope for the Sea Dogs, as Self giving him some words of wisdom against Horton, featuring the mid to high 90s fastball, the breaking pitch as well. The high 80s, low 90s fastball out of the pen from Norfolk State University. They're going to close the door tonight. A big cut and a miss. Check swing, couldn't check it. It's 0-1 to Ventris. Now away from win number 13 on the season. 2022 Clams and Cantaloupes started the year 12-4. The 2023 Clams and Cantaloupes 12-4 to start the year. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Ventris. And the pitch. High, it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nick Ventris, who ran off Macon College in the fall. Down in the count, 1-2. And the pitch. Low, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 9 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors for the Cantaloupes, 4 runs, 5 hits, and 5 errors for the visiting Sea Dogs, who are in danger of falling to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the pitch. Swung on, grounded foul. 2-2. Cantaloupes with an 8-3 PCL record. Can you make that 9-3? Only losses to Tarboro twice and Greenbrier. Their only loss to a Virginia team so far in limited action. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, and it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Let it be the right one. Let it be the right one.
The 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball. It remains 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top half of the 9th inning. Horton will do it again, the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Oh, foul ball, excuse me. Excuse me, foul ball at the plate. Overitis, ball hit down on the ground. It came up. Interesting vantage point here at the top. Gas booth, Overitis looked like he had it for a moment. In and out of the glove, and we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Horton delivers again. High ball 4. And a 2-out walk to Ventris. And now the leadoff hitter, Castro, to the dish. Kelvin Castro today. Last at-bat, he did it all. An infield single, went to second on a throwing error, went to third on a throwing error behind the plate, and scored. He takes the first pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. 1 for 3. He has a walk as well, a run scored. And the 0-1 pitch to him. On the inside corner, it's 0-2. For the second consecutive batter, Horton a strike away. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 9th, and the pitch. Breaking ball, Overitis a good stop behind the dish. Cantaloupes went 2-2 last year on home Tuesdays. This year, Wednesdays, looking for a 2-0 start. The pitch swung on, high chopper to second. Bounces coming in, corrals it, throw to first is in time, and the ball game is over. The Chowan County Cantaloupes take down the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs by a final score of 9-4, behind excellent play from the bottom of the lineup again. The bottom of the lineup, the 6 through 10 hitters for the Cantaloupes. 10 hits. 6 RBIs. They had 6 runs scored as well. The Cantaloupes win their second game of the season 13 in total for the Clams and the Cantaloupes. They're now 9-3 in PCL play. The Sea Dogs move to 2-2 overall and 2-2 in PCL play. The Cantaloupes will trade in the orange and green for the teal and black tomorrow night on the road against the Clayton Clovers. First pitch is at 7. You can tune in right here on YouTube for the game. Also, the next home telecast will be on Friday night when the Steamers face the Redbirds. Again, thank you for watching another presentation of Steamers and Cantaloupes baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. I'm Jacob Smedley saying so long, and thanks for watching.